the lighting doesn't suck. It's snowing outside and the weather is horrible. Can you see my New Orleans shirt? It's like, I hope you can read it. I'm so sorry, Katie, for being a horrible navigation system. Hey guys, it's Jordan. Today I'm here with another video because I went to New Orleans and I'm back home and I want to talk to you guys about it. Got a couple souvenirs that I bought and I'm just going to show you the little bit of footage that I did take when I was there. Did not get a big chance to film, but I've got a few clips and I'll put it together for you guys after, you know, intro, blah, 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 blah. Just start, Jordan. Good morning, people of Earth. Like, good morning, Vietnam! Good morning, guys. Okay, sorry that it's horrible lighting, but it's 5:30 in the morning and we are driving to the airport because I'm about to catch my flight to Louisiana. We just got our Starbucks.
You got your Starbucks.
You got Starbucks too? You got a sandwich.
Yeah, I got breakfast. I didn't even know it was drink or nothing.
I got a reduced fat turkey bacon sandwich, and Andrew got a bacon and Gouda sandwich, and then I got a
Gouda? With Gouda cheese?
yeah, and then I got a tall soy chai, no water. Okay, so I'm at the gate. And like finding my gate was really easy. Everything was super easy for DIA, which was super surprising because it's DIA. And everybody said I was gonna get lost. I went through security was super easy. Finding security.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
It's insane.
They got some airports where like the runway just ends.
Just got off the airplane. And then we landed, and Katie said that she would be down at the, what did she say? She's by the escalator that I was supposed to come down. But I followed the guy I was sitting next to, and I followed everybody else out of the plane to where they were going to baggage claim. So we ended up in baggage claim where she was, and she's like, okay, I'm down by 1. I think she said I'm by 1. And my baggage claim was 9, but I ended up coming down from 13. So I ended up just walking down this big long hallway that I had literally just walked down from upstairs because we had gotten off down that way. So I just took a wrong escalator, but I was following everybody else, so what is a little exercise, right? So I met her at the end of the baggage claim, and then we, hugged, and then we walked out, went to her car, and then we were going to go to P.F. Chang's for lunch. And then after that, I really wanted to go across the causeway, which is the bridge that goes across the Lake Pontchartrain, and we were literally right by it. The mall was right by the causeway, and we just got on and we drove, not knowing that it was a 30-mile bridge, and not knowing it was going to take us forever and out of the way that we were going. So we ended up just going across it. That was cool. We were just, on big lake. It was nothing special. It was just a bridge. I thought it was going to be cooler. And then we got across it, and then we decided to go to her boyfriend's house. So that was in Melville. So we still had 3 hours to drive upstate just to get to her house that night. So we drove up this road, and I was directing, and I totally took us the wrong way because we turned left instead of right, or right instead of left, and we ended up just going right back to the road that we had started from and having to go in a circle that took us another hour. So really it took us 5 hours just to get to her boyfriend's house that night. So we ended up there, and her boyfriend was making gumbo for dinner with no seafood because I can't eat seafood. He was making gumbo with chicken, and I was watching him make it. It was interesting. Lots of weird things go into that big pot. Right as I went to eat, I was starting to eat, and then he wanted to go outside. So we went outside, and we were talking about, his friend was there. We're not going to talk about Christian, but we went outside and we were talking about four-wheeling, and I was like, oh, I want to ride a four-wheeler, because he has one. And thinking maybe I could just ride it in the front lawn on the grass or something. No. He's like, are you okay with a little mud? Yeah. And Katie told me not to hold on to him because I was not about to hold on to her man. So I didn't hold on to this dude. And he's like, are you okay with a little mud? Little mud, thinking that it was just going to be on my feet. No. We get on this four-wheeler and he takes off 40 miles an hour mudding, and I come back head to toe covered in mud. Super pissed because I asked him to stop. Super pissed because I wanted to go back right as we started, and he wouldn't. And it literally took us 30 minutes just to get back to the house because we were almost stuck and it was a lot of mud. And I was pissed, and I was holding on to the ATV like this, The second day we headed to Lafayette, and we were just chilling around. I think we just drove around that day and hung out. We went to the Acadian Village. Hey guys! But it's day 2, and we are in Lafayette, Louisiana, and we're at this little town. It's an abandoned town that we're touring, and this is called Acadian Village. And right now we're at the, the Bernard House, and it's pretty tight. Got a cabinet full of goodies. It's war painting. Is that the church? Is that supposed to be the church? Uh-huh. Okay. Convolved. This old chair. Warm? Warm. Okay, so we're in this Bernard house. Did you see this? Katie was reading. They used mud as insulation in their house. That's cool, right? Bobby. How you doing? You alright? We also went to see Shaquille O'Neal's house that's actually in Louisiana. Just drive on in and see his house. And then the next day was just spent driving. We drove literally all day and we ended up at Shreveport, where her grandpa's funeral was going to take place. We went to the wake that night and woke up the next morning. They went to the funeral. I stayed at the house, went for a little walk, got a little lost, had to ask a neighbor if they knew where the house was. How many neighborhoods can you go to here in Denver and say, hey, do you know where the Day House is? Oh yes, honey. It's 3 blocks that way and 2 houses down the street. Yes, thank you, sir. They came back from the funeral and we literally just got in the car again and drove another, it was probably 4 hours just to her house. Stopped at her house, picked up some stuff, stopped at her brother's, did some stuff, and then we drove another like 3 hours to Baton Rouge. Didn't get to Baton Rouge till 8, I think, at night. I don't remember. It was late. Then we went to freaking Red Robin because Red Robin is delicious. And you know, you can't get Red Robin here in Denver, but the hotel, we studied up on some hotels in Baton Rouge, and this is the one we chose, and literally there was only 2 bad reviews in the review section, and they were complaining about like musty rooms, just must, like smoke smelling, just must, you know, musty, must. And literally we walked into the room and that's all it is must. And like, what are the odds that we got the crappy room? Or maybe everybody else just didn't care about the musty rooms, but it was okay for one night, I guess. It was cheap-ish. The reason we spent the night in Baton Rouge was so that we were closer to New Orleans. That way we had more time to do stuff in New Orleans. Got into New Orleans and we were going to go see the St. Louis Cemetery, not knowing that you had to pay to take a tour of the city, and then it ended up at the cemetery. But we didn't go because we did not have time for that. Then from that, we walked down the street and we did not know we were going into the French Quarter. We did not know we were that close. To the French Quarter, and then we ended up just walking where it was to Canal Street, where we heard there was a trolley that would take us to the ferry that we were going to then go across the river. The trolley went like 4 or 5 blocks down. We got to the ferry, we walked to the ferry, paid another $8 to get on the ferry, and we took a ferry across the Mississippi River. But it literally only took 5 minutes. Like, it took more time for the boat to unload and load and then get going for you to be on the river, because it ran every 30 minutes. We got across the ferry and we had just like went down kind of by the river, and I had seen literally thousands of these little white seashells just washed up on the shore from the river, I'm assuming. And literally that's all they are. They're just little white, like sand dollar-y shell thing, kind of. These aren't sand dollars. They're just shells, so cool. And then after we had crossed the river and then crossed back, we then decided to walk the French Quarter, see what we could. Before heading to the airport, we walked the French Quarter and it was so cool. We literally just got to walk down Bourbon Street on Halloween. Everybody was dressed up, everybody was drunk. So I'm walking down Jackson Street, and there's Katie. Hi, Katie. Walking down Jackson Street, and we're about to go see the American Horror Story Coven House. And so I'm excited. Look. Okay, we're here. We're here. Oh my god. This isn't it. But oh my god, it's so beautiful. What? I am in the Coven House. What? Now I'm gonna get some pictures. And my flight coming home was at night, and I was so excited to fly at night. Got to the airport, got on the plane, and it was so cool seeing all the lights taking off from New Orleans. Like, I saw all of New Orleans, and then it was cloudy and rainy that night. So once we got like out of Louisiana, it stopped being cloudy, and we passed over Oklahoma City, and I saw Oklahoma City, and honestly, Oklahoma City looks like a guitar. And I got to see like Tulsa. You can see Tulsa from like the distance. And I thought that was super cool. And then flying into Denver, I didn't get to see a whole bunch of lights because I was on the wrong side of where the city was. Sadly, because I would have loved to see Denver at night, but that's okay, maybe next time. Such a great trip, and I'm so glad I went. I really miss my best friend though right now. I really miss Katie. So thankful for her family to have me there. And thank you, Katie, for having me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed my trip. Let me know if you like these like vlog type of trips. Again, I'm so sorry for not taking as much video as I possibly could, but I tried. So let me know if you guys liked it. Hit that button down below to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Thanks, bye.